and welcome back to techystack channel. Today we'll try to explore one more challenge. So this is the one which I get the automationanywhere.com. So whatever the data you're seeing, it's look like a data table. So we need to extract this data and save it into the one Excel file. So we'll try to explore with the Uipath. Let's go back to the Uipath studio. So I'm back to here. The first step, we need to take this open browser activity. We take open browser activity and this is the link. So I need to pass this link, and as it is, again, I need to go to this properties and I need to select this browser type as Chrome. So the first step has been done. Now I will go to here data scraping part and try to extract this data. Okay, let me try to do this. Okay. Okay, it's saying you selected the data table, please extract it. Okay, then I will click on this yes. Okay, what I observe now is here I got this data. When I observe here, it's having the multiple cells like different way. So in the one cell having the all the data. I mean, this is a one cell. Just assume that one cell. So in this complete cell, we have this all this data. So it's a bit tricky to export this data. So let me click on this finish, and I don't have multiple pages. That's fine. So let me take out of this. As usual, it will throw that error and to go to uncreate the variable. Let me do that as well. So data table has been created. Now let me run only these things, and I want to see how data it's look like. Okay, and then we'll try to explore how we can extract the data from there. So basically we need to use the loops or we need to do something else. So we'll try to explore that. So let me check what type of data I'm getting here. Extracted data table. Okay, why it's saying maybe the scope I have not declared properly. Let me do that as well. So these are the main things which we need to follow this. Let me delete all other variables. Okay, this should be the RPA challenge. Let me take for each activity also. I want to see what type of data, how it's look like. I mean, how it's coming outside. I will keep here extracted data table and I will take one message box just for this sample purpose. Message box. I will mention here current item dot 0.2 string. Okay, let me run this. So data has extracting successfully, but the thing is data has in the different format. So there is no structured data for this. So we need to understand. First, let me check extract data table. I got this data, but it looks seems good. Okay, fine. Now I will check. Okay, if you see here, the brace, one moment, let me go over here. So brace is the first name and over Neil is last name. And we have this mail ID and we have this phone number, company, all details having. But here the thing is, it's not coming the row by row. It's entered as a one string. So now what we need to do now, we need to use this split option. This is the one method, and another method we have what we can do now. So we can just pass enter the data into the one CSV file. From there you can fetch the data. You can do that. So that is simple one, but I as of now I will go with the split thing. Okay, let me stop this part. You see now how the split thing it will work. So let me go here, current row of 0 dot to string. So I have this data like this. And now I will try to apply the split here. Split of got the same thing here. As of now, just I'm checking what type of data is appear here. Let me pause inside this. Let me check. I have not. Okay. So I've been giving the only two things. Let me go for this index 0 is the one and is not. So if you observe here, so this normal split is not working fine. So now what we need to use here now, so we can go with the regex split system. So for that we need to take system dot text dot regular expressions. After that, we need to take this dot regex, okay, and dot split. Okay, here I need to pass this my current row of 0 dot to string. So let me take this the current row of 0 of to string. After this, so I need to give this text now. So let me update this words. So as of now, I go with the spacing one. So let me check how it's look like. It throws some error. I want to delete this. Let me check it. What I missed here. So this is for this. Okay, it's having something issue with this. Anyway, we are getting that error now. So to avoid that error, so we'll take one as an activity and I will create one temp variable. Just I'm checking this. So I declared out one variable. Inside this variable, I will pass this current row of 0.2 string. Okay, this is done. Now I will rerun this part again. And here we apply that string operation here. I mean the split thing. So let it run. Okay, it's came here. Let me go to inside. The first step, let it be this is the error prone. So here temp in the temp I have this data. So now what I will do now instead of this, I will remove this entire and I will make it as temp because all data is available in my temp variable. So I don't want this. Let me check. So if you observe here, so I got the string as a 7. So it is in the array. So if you observe here brace, this is fine, this is fine. Okay, if you observe here 108, so basically we don't have the number as 108, it's a combination of this. So basically what it done, it did the split by the space, I think so. So yeah, space only, OBA marketing, yeah, it's split by the space only. Now what I will do now, so we'll just remove this I mean slash forward slash yes plus, and there I will update as n. So let me check n for the new line. Okay, now I got the 6. So brace the one and over nil this another one. So this is the mail ID. I got it. This is the number. Okay, OBA and marketing. So let me check how many are the total is 6. Let me go to website 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got this data. This is working fine. So now what I will do now, I need to take again for each activity inside of this and I will loop that everything. So let me stop this bot and I will take the for each activity here. Okay, let me take this for each activity. For each go inside here. Okay, here I need to update that value now. So let me copy from there again. So already I have created a system.variable now. Let me copy this. Okay, now I will take this for each activity and I will update the data there. So this is the for each. Okay, I will update this thing. This is done. Now I will update this message box inside. Just I'm checking what type of data I'm getting. So let me remove this and I need to update this current item dot to sorry dot to string. I need to update this to string. Okay, this is fine. Now I will run this bot and I will check the data. So if I getting that data as a perfectly, then we'll go to the next step. So let it run. So in the temp, let me check here. Temp we have this some data. Okay, these are the things. Now it went to the loop. So it got brace, next, overlay, mail ID, phone number. Okay, all thing came. So now it's again temp. So let me check for the temp next. So I got something different. So it's came later. Yeah, it's working fine. So now the next step is we need to create the one data table. because we have some headers like this. So first name, last name, email, phone number, department. So let me create this. You can go with the, you can create data table is fine, or else you can take this write cell workbook. So we'll go this one, write cell workbook. Okay, let me keep on the top side. I will go to this output, here output. I'm taking this path and I will update this file. Okay, you can do anything is fine, depends upon the thing. So now RPA challenge 21 dot XLSX FX. So this is done. Now I will create the sheet name as the data and this is standard cell. So I will update this E1. Okay, this is done. And here the value is I know. So this is the first name. These are the standards. So let me take this update is first name. Okay, similar way I need to create for another things. So let me take last name. Let me try whether it will copy. Okay, it's copying all the things. So now I will go this inside and I will update this data. So this is the last name. Okay, and this is for the email. Let me update this is for the B1 cell. This is for the C1 and this is for the D1. We need to create up to 6 values. No? So we need to create for F. So we have still 2 more are pending. Phone number. So company name also done. And this is for the E. And finally we have this department. Okay, correctly we taken 6. We update the CF. Because this is the departments. So all the data has been done here. So let me put all the things in one sequence. Okay. And let me keep all the things in one segment. So because if you keep outside having the big code, so that's why I'm putting everything in a sequence. On the top of the sequence, I will make it as updating headers to the Excel file. So this is done. Okay, let me copy the same thing and we'll put inside. I will remove this message box. Okay, I mean everything I will alignment. So let me take this browser and I will keep on the top side. So because we need to open that browser and later we need to scrape the data. No? So this is done. The data scraping part I will kept inside. Delete this. So data scraping part is done. Okay. After this, I will put this for each data table thing inside. Okay. Now I remove this message box. I taken this headers one XAML file. Let me oh, sorry. I will put inside here. So I got this data. So now I remove this updating data to Excel file. Okay. So here what I will update now. Every time it should looping one by one. Na? So for example, the first step it's taken and second one we need to update in the second one. Okay. Current item dot to okay. And I will create one variable. Let me create here itself and I will make it a temp counter. Let me plus dot to. Let me go to this variable, temp variable, sorry, temp counter variable, and I will make it a string. So that's why I take it by default, I keep it as dot to string. So it came and top of the A2 cell. So now I need to declare one variable. This is one of the method which I am approaching. So we have the multiple ways of we can do that. Let me create here okay, I need to change the scope of the variable. Sorry, not this variables. RPA challenge. So here temp counter. This is done, and I will make it as 2. So 0, 2. One is already get to the header, and now it's came to the. So this should be the A2 value. Okay, now let me do the same thing, and I need to update for each and everything. Let me do the same thing, and here it should be the b plus temp counter dot to string. And similar way, we need to update for each and everything. Rent item dot to. I have copied. Okay, I copied that. It should be the dot to string. And dot to string. Still, we have to. Let me remove this as well. Plus string and final. So let me remove this. Plus temp counter dot to string. So this is done. So now I will just close this browser and I will run this bot. So we'll see how whether it's able to fetch that data or not. We'll see if you got any errors, we need to go and check what type of error, where you got error, we need to observe. So if you're not subscribed still, so please go and subscribe the techystack channel. Let me drain this. Okay, let me run it. And don't forget to like, share, and comment. So bot execution has been completed and it's created the RPA Challenge 21. Okay, it's giving only the partial data. So marketing. Okay, it's not fetch that data. I mean, not properly. So it's giving only marketing. So what it's happened now? So it's having some small issue. Let me try to understand what the issue, where it occurs. So let me keep the breakpoint here and I want to close this browser. Okay, let me breakpoint, keep it here, one more breakpoint. Okay, it's fetched the data. Okay, now we need to see what is having in this temp one. So let me check current item dot to. So in this string, I have this brace. Okay, what it's doing now, it's updating brace for everything it's updating the brace. Okay, before that, I will check one thing. I mean, I will show you here. So temp already we have these things. This is the one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have the 6 are there. I mean, we have the 6. Let me show you on the top where it is. So anyway, it is the string and having the array. So if you observe here, the thing is thing. So now here for each, I mean, for loop is not required. Let me stop this part. Okay, whatever the uploaded sequence is there, not just I will put on the top of it. Okay, and I will remove this thing. Let me check what I. Okay, it's having some errors because the current string is not there. No? Now what I will do, temp counter of 0 dot to string. And let it be, this is a temp counter dot to string is required. So I will do everything here. So let me remove this as the one. Okay, it's for the two. and 3 and so on. We need to do like that. This is for the 3. This is for the 4 and this is for the 5. Okay, totally we have 6. Index will start from the 0. So that's it. Now, where is a temp counter? So let me assign one thing here and increment the temp counter. Okay, temp counter equals to temp counter plus 1. Okay, let me stop this bot finally, and we got it now. So where we did the mistake. So that's the way we need to before developing the bot, we need to check that. So I thought in different way, but I got different output. So this is a one example how we can identify that particular thing. I mean, identify the particular output which is not accurate as per the requirement. Okay, let it run. I mean, remove this thing. Okay, still if it is not get exported, now then we need to check, understand that why it's not extracting. Okay, maybe I think it got extracted. Okay, but it is it's got extracted something different way. If you see here, it's giving only the first letter of the thing. Let me go this website. So B given next R. So something uses is something with wrong. So I need to check what I missed here. So here the error is very minor error, but it's affecting the very large. So let me show you that what I did wrong here. Let me run this. So just now I checked that error. So let me show you what I did the wrong. Okay, now it's came this for loop. Okay, so here what I did, I give this temp value. Okay, if I check this temp, okay, and I will give here directly of the temp of 0.2 string. So temp of 0.2 string. Now it's taking the B. So whatever the data is in a 0, 1, 2, and so on like this. So what we need to do now, so we need to take this activity system.regular expressions. Okay, once it is done, it giving the I mean it giving the data in the array of the list. So now what we need to know, we need to just check it here. So of 0, what it's giving price of 1 of 3, let me check. So it's giving me my accuracy of the data. So just copy the everything and modify the temp dot to string 0 to that. Okay, let me delete that file as well. Okay, and I need to update each and everything 0. So this is a thing which I did the wrong here. So just I modify the conditions. Okay, like that we need to check. Uh, Top side I given the one, 1, 2, 6 for the 3, for the 4, 5. Done. Let me run this bot finally, and this time you get the output. So no doubt at all, night run. So very small mistakes, it affects in the code very badly. Sometimes it will happens. Okay, let me go to that file, and finally we got this data. Okay, this is a one of the method which we can do the split string operation, split or string operation. So there is another method is a so we can update everything into the data table. So update the data table directly here. And another method is there. Let me show you the another method as well. So I'm not going the deep dive. So let me show you that. So I taken this one notepad. Okay, this happened due to this. Let it be. No worries. Extract data table. Okay. Let me close this. Anyway, it should extract the data. Okay, sorry for that. I need to rerun the bot again. Instead of that retry, I just click on that continue option. Okay, let me close one website. Okay, it extracted the data. Now I will check this extracted data table. So whatever this data is, directly just pass to the notepad. Okay, it will, if you update the data here, it will like come like this. So now it's came like this. So this is the no square bracket available. So first name, so we need to check first name, and similarly it is related to the brace. Okay, check 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we need to check the counter like that, and we need to update this data. So already the same thing video I have uploaded in our channel. So please go and watch that. I've given the same thing in the description link as well. So please go and check that. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, make sure to hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn off notifications so you never miss an upload.